How do you become the catalyst for the change you want to experience? Robin Sharma, the Canadian who authored the book The Monk Who Sold His Ferrari, says, life is not about position and title, it's about connection and influence. At its highest, life is about adding value. So there you go. If you want to become the catalyst for the change you want to experience, you need to add value every day to your personal and your professional lives. Now, how do you add value to your personal life? That's very simple. It's easy. All you need to do is engage better, engage more with people who surround you, your family, your friends, your relatives, your colleagues, even strangers. For instance, every morning when you take a walk, smile and greet people that you meet on the way, even if you don't know them. Smile and greet every single colleague of yours when you go to office. Smile and greet even the security staff at your house and at your workplace. This adds a lot of value in their lives. And this has a cascading effect, it creates a lot of goodwill and happiness. Isn't this what we want from life? Now let's take adding value at workplace. Now that's a different ball game. That's more challenging. How do you add value at workplace? There are millions of people who go to work who tell you that they don't enjoy their job. They just go through the motions, they find it boring, they find it mundane, they find it's a chore. Now this is where you need to recall your mother. When you were a child, your mother looked after you, looked after the place you lived in, cooked for you 3 times a day. Doesn't this sound like a chore? But she found excitement in it. She was very enthusiastic about it because she was creative. She tried new things. She tried to please you. In order to add value to your life, she kept trying new things, and this brought an excitement. This is what you need to do at workplace. You need to add value to people's lives. The people who surround you at workplace, add value to their lives. When you add value to somebody else's life, you add value to your own life. You need to think out of the box. You got to be creative. You got to do new things. Let me tell you a story here. George Bolt was the night manager of a very small hotel in Philadelphia, and on one very stormy night when it was raining cats and dogs, an elderly couple pulled into his hotel and they wanted to check in. Unfortunately, no rooms were available. Nevertheless, Bolt smiled at them, informed them that no rooms were available, but that he did not want to send them out in that stormy night. So he offered his room to them, and he told them that while it was not a luxury suite, it would be quite comfortable. The next morning, when the couple checked out, the husband shook hands with Bolt and said that he was the manager that he wanted for his hotel when he built one. 2 years later, in 1931, Bolt received an envelope through mail. The sender identified himself as William Astor, the husband in the couple that Bolt had accommodated that stormy night. He had built a hotel now, and he wanted Bolt to come and join him. He had also enclosed a ticket to New York for Bolt in that envelope. Now this anecdote is not exactly correct in its entirety. Bolt did give up his room to a couple, but they were not the Astors. It's a very popular story, but the fact is it is not really fact. But Bolt did give up his room, not to the Astors, but he gave it up to a couple who knew the Astors, and they narrated the story to William Astor, and William Astor was so impressed by this that he wanted Bolt to be his manager. The manager of the hotel that William Astor had built, one of the finest, one of the biggest and the most luxurious hotel in the world, the Waldorf Astoria. But the fact of the matter is, George Bolt became the first manager of the Waldorf Astoria, and he had a very strong belief that everybody must go the extra mile in order to add value to the experience of every single guest of the hotel. And he felt this was an attitude, and he felt this attitude needed to be inculcated in every single employee of Waldorf Astoria. And today, his practices have become the benchmark for the hospitality industry. So there you see, adding value is an attitude. Nurture this attitude, and you will be the catalyst for the change you want to experience. Bye.